So it's 18:05 p.m. It is Saturday, so happy sexy Saturday, and May the 4th as well. So yeah, just one movie to run off today, and that is Phantom Menace 25th anniversary. No, 25 years of this shit. Now, I saw this back in 2012 when it was in 3D. That was pretty cool, and I have the cup for that. Unfortunately, theater didn't have cups or buckets this time. Nope. I have this awesome cup. Yeah, cool collector cup, right? I was bringing back the 90s wave design. So, here's my thoughts on Phantom Menace 25 years later. Uh, there's a Maz Kanata doll and Naboo Starfighter in Anakin's room that I noticed second time around. Yeah. I never noticed it before, but now I'm like, oh wow. It also went over my head for 25 years that I thought Sabe was the queen. Yeah. Keira Knightley, for those of you that don't know who the fuck I'm talking about. Kitster saying he's never seen an astromech before, yet there's a yellow astromech in the hangar bay. Love this shit. In the beginning, I noticed Qui-Gon was highly aggressive, and it makes me wonder if he was Sith before this. Yeah, it really does. And it's also the way him and Obi come off towards Gunray too. They really are the aggressors versus the heroic peacemakers. Like they're so aggressive and shit. Ugh. Like they're Jedi, they're peaceful, they don't do this kind of shit. Watch it, you'll see what I'm talking about. Puppet Yoda is better than the version in is better than CGI. And CGI is the one in theaters. Nah, sucks. I will also say I'm surprised they didn't add in the extended scenes for this. Yeah, that's really weird to me. Because I thought they would have, but oh well. Because I know there's an extended sequence for the pod racing, because it introduces everybody, which is really cool. This is personal. This is something I realized years ago. Tupac would have been better as Mace, and I mean that too. Like he would have fit better. Props to Sam for making the role iconic, but Tupac would have given more depth. Not to mention because of his demeanor and attitude, but just general presence. Like, and the fact that he was only 25 back then, 25 before all this shit. Wild. It says a lot. Because Sam he's got his repertoire of roles too. But if I had to pick between the two of them, Pac, easily. Plus, there would have been a banging song for the soundtrack too, and maybe even a deal where Pac versus Maul was possible. Uh, Chance Cube foreshadowed Shmi's death with her being red, whereas Anakin was blue for hope. Nah, or peace. The synthesis, say that 5 times fast, of practical and CGI effects was good, especially for 1999. Oh, yes. It's the cusp of the new millennium approaching, and the matte paintings are mesmerizing too. Yeah. A lot of them backgrounds back then and sometimes now are matte paintings. Yeah. Trek pioneered a lot of that. Yeah, Trek pioneered a lot of the matte painting era, and it was mostly, let me see. Uh, John Eves did some of that. I'm trying to remember. Doug Chang. Um, I can't remember all the fucking names. Hildebrandt Brothers. Um, oh, there was somebody else that was really popular for matte paintings. I can't remember their fucking name. But yeah, if you check the credits, you can see who did the matte paintings. They're fun. It's really just the backdrop, and then everything else put in is either practical or CGI mixed, or just practical altogether. And you never know. Uh, the dialogue was stiffer than a blue-balled virgin in some parts. Yeah. I know why it was that way because it's a new era. It's 99. You gotta remember, this is 1999. And it's a new trilogy. And you're trying to entice newcomers along with current fans to watch. It happens. This has been documented in many interviews, and the backlash it received in '99 was harsh. Whether it was mostly at Ahmed Best, Jake Lloyd, George Lucas, who else? I mean, there was a lot back then. Jesus, and this was around the same. This is the same time Vector Prime came out, and R.A. Salvatore got backlash too for killing Chewbacca off. And that was so stupid. That was the most retarded shit I ever seen and heard about years later. Because I didn't know about that 99. 99, I was into. Oh, where was I in 99? That was. I have to think about how old I was. Wow. 12 at the time. So I was into. Uh, Power Rangers, Digimon, Pokemon, Monster Rancher, um, pretty much whatever was popular on TV. Rusty and the Boy Robot, I think. Yeah. Um, Extreme Ghostbusters reruns. What else was out back then? Young Hercules, Hercules Legendary Journey, Xena. Oh, all that good shit from the late 90s. Yeah, I didn't really get into Star Wars that much. I watched the special edition of the OT. Didn't stick. uh, but yeah. But yeah, R.A. Salvatore got backlash for killing Chewie off, so fans thought it was cool to write him death threats after he lost his brother to cancer. Don't believe me? Look it up. So yeah, 99 was not a good year for Star Wars. It wasn't. It wasn't. Uh, yeah, toxicity started in 99. Keep that in mind. The movie does introduce the world perfectly, but I'll say I enjoy the comic adaptation more. Yeah, I've covered the comic. That really opens up a lot more dialogue. It really does. There's more dialogue for Maul, more for Jar Jar, more explanation as well. I love it. Yeah, the film really does entertain and entice viewers to find out more via comics, games, books, and toys. Yep. And everybody likes to bring up, oh, look how stock toys are back then. Oh, I wish they'd bought them all. And now they're all sitting in vintage toy stores for like cheap. It's funny. Pod Race was an homage to American Graffiti. Oh, yeah, easy shit. And car racing in general. Shit. Does this hold up 25 years later? A quarter of a century already. Ain't that some shit? In some aspects, yeah, it still holds up. You forget how far film has come in that time frame. You really do. If you are spoiled by CGI Cumfest this time around, you need to go back and rewatch practical shit. Promise you, you will enjoy practical so much more. And then watching it evolve from practical to CGI. It's an amazing process to watch. Phantom Menace isn't the weakest in the trilogy, nor is it the strongest. It's like median strong. It's like in between that shit. I know there's many detractors who don't like that Anakin built 3PO or that a little boy could be demonized in the future. Funny shit. Who fucking cares, honestly? Like, nobody cares. Fuck it. It's fictional. God, it's just fictional enjoyment despite others making it into a cult. I don't do that. Fuck no. Nah, I am not. I might not be into Star Wars anymore, but when I was non-toxic about it. No, I don't get caught up in the toxicity. I don't get caught up in the bullshit. That's why I have it muted on Twitter. Also, there wasn't any trailer for The Acolyte. Surprised by that. Nah, because it was like, oh, there's going to be a trailer. There wasn't a trailer. Just went to the movie. Natalie's schedule during this time frame, Natalie Portman, was interesting from 98 through the 2000s because I was curious because I remembered she did Anywhere But Here and Where the Heart Is, and that was 2 years later. So many roles in between Star Wars. Crazy. And that goes for everyone involved, too. Everybody. Am I back into Star Wars after seeing this? Nope. Nah, sorry. Still don't care for the franchise, but it is a decent movie. It was a decent day. The strongest part about it is world building, political structure introduction, and complexity, whereas the OT has none of that. It really doesn't. OT is so goddamn slow and focuses on father versus son over everything else. It's the truth. Only issue I had while watching was a random kid going off intermittently, and the dad didn't do much. Yeah. But I didn't flip out because the boy was autistic and just stimming in his only way. He was just stimming the only way he knew how to. Yeah. But seriously, if you have kids, leave them the fuck home. Leave them the fuck home. God. The dude talking to his girl could have shut his cunt mouth, though. A few seats down from me. Yeah. Or used it to gobble down dick the way he wouldn't shut up. I swear, it's like if you're going to the movies, shut the fuck up and watch the movie. Get off your phone, stop talking. If you have a kid, duct tape its mouth or leave it the fuck home with the sitter. Overall, Phantom Menace is a 7.1 out of 10. It's a decent movie. It's only from the dialogue. And that's how I feel like everything is so serious and shit. And it's like, Jesus Christ. If anything, it makes the Jedi look like they're the villains versus the heroes. Or the peacekeepers, or whatever the fuck they want to be. It's wild. And it's good that everybody got panned out going forward, too. That was the best part. If they hadn't been nervous, it would have panned out better. You can see the nervousness. You can hear it in their tone. Because everybody's trying to just do their best and hope it pans the fuck out. Because it is hard. Because if you're brought into a franchise, you got to remember that, just because you're super talented, you're surrounded by other super talented people trying to be better and trying to, give their all in a role. And it's really difficult. And you get fans like you, me, mainly you, who get toxic and pissy because it didn't pan out the way it was supposed to. I don't get mad that much about it. I'm like, fuck it. It's a movie. Chill. It was fictional enjoyment. I had a great time. Mad I didn't get no cover bucket, but I saved money. I only spent 16 today. Yeah, movie was 9, soda was 7. Yeah. I also noticed Anakin glaring at Mace, foreshadowing their showdown going forward. Yeah, he did. Like, fuck you. Alright. The audience did clap at the end. That was cool. What was really funny was Anakin not recognizing Padme in Queen mode, even though you can clearly tell it's her. Cracked me up. I do wish there had been more on Gunga City, which was covered in various books. Yeah. I did. I like Gunga City. Uda, yeah. Yeah, Uda Gunga. Good shit. So, if you don't like Star Wars, that's cool. I understand. I really do understand. I'm not making that up. I truly do. I used to like Star Wars. I don't care for it anymore. Why? Quantity over quality. Yeah, that's what happened. Too much quantity, not enough quality. But if you're a diehard that just, sucks everything up and you enjoy it, you're a fucking mark and you enjoyed this movie, well, there you go. I hope you had a great time on the 25th anniversary. Um, yeah. But if you don't care for sci-fi films, you don't care for franchises, it ain't for you at all. But if you wanted to try something new that was on the cusp of the new millennium, try this out. You'll see what I'm talking about. See if you feel the same way I do about this film, because it's really interesting. Because I remember an interview saying from Edward Norton saying that if he had his choice, he would put 1999 up against any decade, movie wise. He would take 99 and put it up against any decade and it would beat it. And I'm like, that's kind of true. Because 99 was definitely a shit ton of star power. And when it was big, it's a big build up too. Because shit, it's new millennium's coming around the corner and you're trying to outdo everything going forward. You're being the flag bearer for what filmmaking should be going forward. So yeah. So that's what I've got. So I'll be back with a book review or two. Stay tuned.